I had to see this movie because it hits close to home. I'm actually from Utah, and was a part of the Mormon church for a brief period in my life. It was during my childhood, so I remember little to nothing about the teachings, but I grew up in the thick of it, my friends. Now we have a horror movie following Mormon missionaries. Hopefully it's good. Heretic follows two female Mormon missionaries, played by Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East, as they serve their church in the only way they know how, knocking on doors, preaching the good word like a more annoying version of the Girl Scouts. The pair find themselves at Hugh Grant's home doing a routine visit trying to convert the man, but things become sinister rather quickly. Grant appears to have a more nefarious motivation for the two girls. After some initial awkward conversation, we have our 2-hour thriller, which was more philosophical than I expected. Heretic tackles the complicated notion of faith, and I found that aspect of the film enthralling. This movie has long conversations about religion and the doubts that come with the practice. Watching devout religious people debate their beliefs with a stern unbeliever is extremely interesting. And the main theme I took from this movie is, does it matter if an individual's belief in God can be proven wrong or not? Can religious devotion be justified by faith and faith alone?
Whoa, this is heavy.
It's truly fascinating, and even better is the magnificent cast who brought this dialogue to life. These three are exceptional in their respective performances. Hugh Grant plays this creep who captures an air of false security. You can tell he's unstable, but I found myself feeling the same way the girls felt during the film. Maybe if we play his game, he won't hurt us. Maybe.
Yeah, totally.
While Hugh Grant was excellent, Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East stood out as the missionaries. They both have unique personalities that are difficult to portray. Chloe East plays the traditional Mormon girl who loves her faith and appears to be an aloof, innocent church girl, who later shows she's much more capable than she lets on. I went to high school with a few of these girls. Tread lightly if you meet one in the wild.
I'm in danger!
Sophie Thatcher is the more conflicted of the two. You can tell she's a bit lukewarm on her faith, but she is still part of the church because she feels like that's the right thing to do. Sophie also has my favorite performance in Heretic. Her role requires a lot of nuance, which she's able to show in every scene. At one point, Hugh Grant is having a very uncomfortable conversation with her, and the brief moment of discomfort that you can read on her face is captivating. That scene was a standout, and all I can say is well done. I really liked half of this film. The other half? That's a different story. This is another one of those times where I can't help but feel that the movie would have been better as a short film. It's a too much mustard ruins the sandwich type of situation. All the themes of Heretic are excellently presented, but after the first hour, you get the point, and ridiculousness is all that's left to follow. The thought-provoking messaging goes out the window, and what's left is a pretty generic thriller. I mean it when I say Heretic was inches away from being in my top 5 movies of this year during the first half. It's just a shame there was a second half to bring down my experience.
Why are you crying?
I'm still going to recommend you see this one, but you don't need to run out to the theaters to make that happen. Catch it when it comes to a streaming service, or rent it if you want a fun watch on a rainy Saturday afternoon. I know that's not a ringing endorsement, but it's still an endorsement all the same. That's it for me. And as always, thank you for your time.